Namaste. Jai Shivai. Today's goddess is Kalaratri. Maa Kali. Most fearful form of goddess Durga or goddess Parvati. Most fearful form of Shakti. Most fearful aspect of Shakti. I always felt in this life that Maa Kali is my mother actually. That's how I felt from within. And she's the goddess of, she's the Shakti of Kal. She's the Shakti of Mahakal or the Kal. So the Shakti of Kal, if you have to ever understand it, you need to understand that, for example, Agni means fire. Fire has heat, and heat is the Shakti aspect. Fire is the Shiva aspect. Okay? So without heat, fire isn't going to do what it has to do. It is supposed to do. Right? There won't be any light without heat in the fire, through the fire. There won't be any higher temperatures, any temperature at all, if the heat is missing. So it's the heat which makes the fire the way it is, the way we know fire. And it solves the purpose that fire is supposed to solve because of its heat. That is how Shakti is. Without Shakti, nothing moves, nothing happens. Yes, there comes a time through enlightenment that you go beyond. Shiva and Shakti becomes in such a union within you that nothing ever happens beyond that. But before that, everything has to happen through Shakti. Your spiritual progress happens through Shakti. You cannot directly aspire for Shiva. You have to go through the Shakti because it's Shakti which moves Shiva towards you. So in order to reach that source, to reach that Brahman, you have to go via the Adya Shakti or Shakti route. It's easier that way. It's faster that way. So Kalaratri resides in the Agnya Chakra, third eye chakra that you say. So it resides in the Agnya Chakra. And it's the Devi, it's the Shakti of time and space. And it's not that it creates the time and space. It's what creates the potential to have a time and space. It can bend time and space. It can take you beyond time and space. It can take you beyond your fourth kosha, the Vijnanamaya kosha. Fully open Vijnanamaya kosha is the work of this Devi, Kalaratri. So if you tune into her tonight and do the sadhana of Devi Kalaratri, you can have a Kala Siddhi. A Kala Siddhi means the Siddhi where you start getting wisdom from beyond time and space. You know, I'll create a separate video, but because this has come up, I would like to explain it here as well. What's the difference between science and Vigyan? Right? A lot of people think that science and Vigyan are two similar kind of terminologies or word. No, they are not. Science is all about whatever can be perceived through five senses. That's what science is about. That's why it's all about tools and materials and equipments and everything like that. But Vigyan is about your Vijnanamaya Kosha. So your perception beyond Panch Indriya, 5 senses, is where Vigyan starts from. And that is how Charak Samhita and Sushruta wrote the Charak Samhita and so many other, great knowledge, wisdom texts were written in India. Because they used to make 400 people, 500 people, few thousand people, yogis, sit and meditate. Just meditate. And focus on different aspects and centers of Shakti principle in the cosmos, in the body. And that way they came to know, okay, what is inside? What is within the body? What is the architecture of the entire human existence? How many koshas are there? How many nadis are there in Pranamaya Kosh? What goes from where? Without dissecting, because you can dissect only a physical body. You cannot dissect a Pranamaya Kosha, etheric body. You cannot dissect your intellect or your mind or anything to be able to see what's there inside, right? The Chittavrittis. So all of that work was done through Vijnanamaya Kosha. Those meditators, those yogis were able to go beyond time and space to gather that wisdom. They needed no tools, because that kind of wisdom it wasn't just about the physical body. That wisdom was beyond the perception of 5 senses. It wasn't limited by the 5 senses. So those who transcend the perception through 5 senses, when their perception comes from beyond, that means that they have bent the time and space as well. Goddess Kalaratri is functioning in them. They are very much in tune with Goddess Kali. The Shakti aspect of Kal, the Shiva, the Mahakal, where the time and space ends in the end. So they are able to tune into that. So it is that important to tune with this Shakti in you. So as I said, your Ajna Chakra is actually multidimensional. Multidimensional, it has multiple layers in it. So when you connect to the Kalaratri, Goddess Kalaratri, it just opens up your Vijnanamaya Kosh. It just opens up the perception for you which is beyond the 5 senses. And then it's unlimited. You are in touch with the entire universe for anything and everything. Whatever that you want to know, whatever that you need to know, comes to you automatically. The mantra that you can use, so you have to focus on your Ajna Chakra. And the mantra that you can use is Om Devi Kalaratri Namaha. So if you are willing to open your Ajna Chakra in a very powerful way, become a Trikala Jnani, or start having wisdom from beyond, transcend your perception beyond 5 senses, not be limited by the perception through 5 senses, then you should definitely connect with this Devi. And it's the mother. It will give you what you want. It's the most amazing, most loving mother, the Shakti, the feminine Shakti principle in the entire universe. Among all the Shaktis, Maa Kali, Maa Kalaratri is the most loving one. In other words, the love, the Ananda. So Ananda is a mixture of few things. Ananda is not just the bliss, it's the peace, it's the love, it's that oneness that you feel. It's that ocean of love that comes to feel, that you feel within, that comes to you, that overpowers you during deep meditations, through deep meditations or samadhis. All that ananda, the maximum ananda, the maximum love that happens to you, love aspect of ananda, is governed by Goddess Kali, Goddess Kalaratri. A lot of people, those who follow the Tantra path, for them every form is of Kali for all 9 days. And in the end, on Ashtami or 8th day or the 9th day, they actually end up, their puja, their worship, their sadhana culminates with Maa Kali. May this goddess bless you. May you all are able to go beyond time and space. And may you all are able to perceive the wisdom beyond your 5 senses. Namaste. Jai Shiva.